car wash. You understand, Roy. Oh, please, can you just check for me? Great, I'll go on this number.
Fire.
Oh my goodness, you okay?
You been?
Oh no, it's just my shoes.
I'm
And we need to clean anyway.
So sorry.
It was my coffee.
I'll get you another one. Can I get you anything, Sarah?
It's fine. I've just
Sorry.
Oh, less than that, more than that.
Hello?
Oh.
Good morning to you too, Roy.
How's Roy?
What? Oh, you know, everything's hard for him at the minute.
How come you didn't call earlier?
You washing clothes like that?
Marketing. Hope wanted me involved, but I think this is more my skill set.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I'm not a big fan of wet feet.
No.
What's that?
What? Oh, that. Police pass.
You do know it's illegal to impersonate a police officer?
So it's DS Swain's. What we found at the precinct, I was going to go to the police station and give it back, so...
Oh, you don't have to go to the police station for that. The car's just there.
Huh. Cheers. Where are you? Doesn't sound like you're at home with eyes in.
No, I'm looking for a bed sit.
We've talked about this. You'll like the new house I found. It's nearer my work. I can get home earlier, spend more time with you.
Why you ever listen? You'd be too busy feeling that skip that's shown up.
I will listen, but you have to as well.
I bet you wish you could throw me in it.
Oh, don't be so... I know why you're doing this. You... Hello? Oh. DC Green, we're a bit short-handed back there. I need you to go through some phone data.
Call me old-fashioned, Sarge, but I prefer boots on the streets. Got my eyes on a couple of released sex offenders in the timeline of Lauren Bolton's disappearance.
Right, well, I admire your ambition, Kit, but this investigation's been going on a long time. So maybe review all the paperwork again first, so you don't double up on work we've already done. Attention to detail.
Hi.
Hi.
Yours, I presume. Bobby found at the precinct.
Attention to
Thanks.
detail.
I've been looking for that. Saved me a ton of paperwork.
Actually, it was really good to see you still showing up there, you know. The Lauren Bolton case, I presume. Any news?
Yeah, we're continuing our investigations.
So you're still looking for other suspects?
Other suspects? Not the other suspect. Is your nephew having doubts about what he told us?
No, why?
Well, if you believe Bobby's account, surely you would think there was one other suspect, singular? The man he says he saw?
Yes, that's what I meant. Obviously, are you still looking for him? I mean, are you getting on with it? Why are you avoiding the question?
This is a door pass you bought me, not an access all information pass.
Listen, the only information I want to hear is that you realise you've messed up and are releasing Roy.
It is not messing up to lock up someone who is accused of a very serious crime, who has a litany of evidence against him and goes around assaulting people while on bail. It's my job.
Are you sure you're focused on it at the moment?
Meaning?
Well, I mean, we all have the pressures of life around us, don't we? And sometimes we're just not up to it.
If you have a complaint about my work, there's a procedure. Feel free. Or is this just some kind of distraction technique?
What do you mean, distraction?
From the fact you've just undermined your own nephew's statement.
Sorry, have I hit a nerve? You know what? Wish I'd given that ID to the front desk now.
Sure that counts as breach.
Showing you up for negligence.
We'll keep you informed.
He did it like it was nothing. You really need to make up with Roy. And that's another thing, whatever you fell out over, it's not as important as this.
Looks like you were tailed.
Oh. Hi.
Hi.
What's happened? Is Roy all right?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, I came for a word with Carla. It's a couple of things, so I thought I'd speak to you face to face.
Right.
Lauren's case is going to be listed for trial.
So he's got a hearing and then a date, right?
You know, I also wanted to apologise. I was harsh, it was unnecessary, so I'm sorry. If we have any developments, I'll make sure you and Nina hear about them.
Thank you.
And if I speak to Roy, I'll strongly suggest he accepts your support.
Thanks. He'll need it.
Things not good between you and Roy.
But he's just sensitive, that's all, and he needs to do things in his own time.
One sec.
you doing? Huh? You may as well have said, oh, don't go talk to Roy. He might tell you something, officer.
You know what, Bobby? I'm getting so sick and tired of your lip.
Please, just wait until I get home.
So I've emptied the vacation under the stairs to the skip.
You've done what?
It's a clear out.
I can't hear you.
It's a clear out.
Why can't you just for once in your life think of someone other than yourself?
Here. It's okay, just breathe. You know, my ex used to be a cabbie. When the meter was off, he was just plain old Peter. Do you ever actually get those meter off moments, those chats? It's Lisa, right?
The work, it just never stops. I knew it'd be a bad day when I realised I'd lost my pass. I'm sorry, this is so unprofessional.
No, it's not. It's all right. I heard you anyway. You were parked around the corner before, earlier on, and kind of heard you on the phone talking to her, I'm guessing, your daughter. Not that it's any of my business.
She's having a hard time.
I wasn't eavesdropping, but I couldn't help hearing you. You're moving out of the house, right?
She wants to stay put. Thinks things will somehow magically feel better, but they won't. It's time to move out. Move on. She's so full of rage, just an expert at finding ways to hurt me, but we can't stay there. She knows that.
Why not? Because of the dad? Because of you getting a divorce?
Assumptions send you on the wrong paths. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's not divorce. It's bereavement.
Oh, gosh, sorry.
And she wasn't her father. Becky was her other mother.
Oh. How long?
2 years, 6 months. Oh, she's so like Becky. I just know that Becky would manage her better.
I'm sure that's not true.
You know, sometimes I get this overwhelming urge to I don't know, just ask. 5 o'clock this morning, I found myself typing a text to her first. Bex, how do I do this without you?
I'm sure she'd say you're doing your best.
Oh. I put her clothes in a case under the stairs, just getting my head around taking them to the charity shop, and now they're in a skip.
She didn't. That's cruel.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. She's getting drunk, wagging school, no revision whatsoever.
Teenager, then?
Oh, right. Yeah, she'd like you. And your factory. It actually ties in with this course that she's applying for.
Oh, what course?
It's a design fashion thing. I need to get back to work.
But I did lose someone that I loved very, very, very much once. Liam. And the time thing, I'm afraid, you never get over it. It's just, you kind of learn to live around it. Eventually. I'm really sorry for what you're going through.
Thanks. Listen, doesn't affect my job.
I know that. That was my bad. I shouldn't have said that.
She'll stop giving me a hard time.
No. Not while Roy's behind bars. Why are you so twitchy over what you and him fell out about? I'm not twitchy. Like I said, he's very sensitive, and I assume I just said the wrong thing.
Perhaps you could tell me why I am here.
Okay, I'll be more specific. I'd like to know what you and Carla really fell out over. Was it, for example, to do with a statement her nephew Bobby gave us regarding a man he claims he saw in Lauren's flat? I'd like the truth this time, Roy.
You said this was Bobby you left.
Is he here?
Well, what's this about?
Do you want to hazard a guess?
No, I'd rather you tell me because I'm not very good at assumptions.
Okay, though I think you know. I believe Bobby made a false statement to us.
What? No, he didn't. He's a good kid.
I could arrest you too.
What for?
Encouraging him to make a false statement.
Then what's stopping you?
Not lost your pass again, officer.
Robert Crawford, I'm arresting you on suspicion of perverting the course of justice. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely in court. Anything you say may be given in evidence.
Miles, all I wanted was to help the police with their inquiries, and this is what I get.
I need to remind you that you are under caution. On the 15th of April, you gave a statement claiming you saw a man in Lauren's flat. The next day, you gave a further description referring to a black jacket. Were these statements false?
No comment. And just so you know, I'm not going no comment because of guilt, but because I shouldn't even be here.
I thought you wanted to help us with our inquiries.
No comment.
Carla,
Yeah.
Bobby's been released under investigation. He'll be out soon.
Okay. Is it my turn then?
For what?
Arrest.
Because Roy informed us that you made Bobby lie.
Roy said that.
Would it be true?
What's Bobby said?
You're being very careful, Carla. Must be tiring. I'll tell you what I think, shall I? I think Bobby made up a story about a man in a flat, then came home and told you what he'd done. You were furious, but what could you do? He'd already lied to the police. Plus, at least it means we'll be looking for someone other than Roy, so you just let things take the course. How am I doing?
Oh, Bobby did see somebody come out of Lauren's flat. And that means somebody else out there has done something unspeakable. But you don't want to think about that because that gets in the way of Roy getting convicted, doesn't it? And this is a high-profile case. Probably gets you stacks up. Might even get a little shiny medal for it, eh? How am I doing?
We argued. Me and Bex. The last conversation we ever had. We argued about work. She was Bobby, but studying to be a detective. We were talking through a case of mine, and she was telling me how I'd overlooked something. And I was on my high horse explaining how she was wrong. She said I was patronising her. And then off she went to work.
She died on duty.
I never did get a chance to tell her she was right about the case. Because my pride got in the way.
Look, I'm sorry, I really am. I am.
I have no interest whatsoever in statistics or medals. I want to make the world safer for my daughter and Honor Bex. And the fact that you and others have said from the off that we have the wrong man means I keep that possibility in mind. Even though all the evidence tells me you're wrong, I will keep investigating. But Carla, being lied to, being given false information, it just makes my job so much harder.
Then you ought to be out there looking for somebody. Because I don't think you are. Not hard enough.
Lauren was only a couple of years older than my own daughter. I want to know what happened to her. And I want someone to pay for it.
What a roy'll do.
You don't have to trust me. You don't even have to like me. I really don't care. Just take Bobby home and tell him lying to us, just giving us false information, it just spreads our resources even thinner. He helps no one. Least of all Roy.